Guys, they said Regina Daniels needs help, serious one, because from the look of things, so if this information is true, they said Paned have started playing politics with this issue of their children, because Regina have reported to the court allegedly that she needs her children, that her husband Paned have refused her access to the children. So, and nobody will blame her for that. It is her right. Yes, so as long as she is healthy, as long as she is alive, she can take care of her children. They said she have tried to access the children for some time, and Paned keep insisting that if she really want to see the children, she must come back to the house. But from the look of things, she doesn't want to go back to Paned's house. And only recently we're even getting an information that she's not even with her mother again. You know that for that past weeks, that like 1 week plus, that she left the husband's house, they said she went to the mother's house. For those of you who have seen her videos, you will see that she is always with the mother, or using the mother's car and all of that. So then she was with the mother, but from the information we are gathering right now, she is no longer with her mother too. Maybe she have rented an apartment, or maybe she is staying with friends. You know that she have a lot of people who loves her and all of that. So we are getting an information that she is no longer with the mother, and this is giving Paned so much concern. And a lot of people are saying that Paned's problem is insecurity. Even though we all know how they made Regina to take an oath, but his major problem about Regina is insecurity. You know, yes, some people said that's the major problem, because there was a video we all saw sometime where Regina was doing live stream. If you notice very well, when Paned enters, the Regina was like shaking. She was nervous. And Paned, on the other hand, was asking her, who is that? Who are you chatting with? And Regina was trying to explain to him that it is just people, people that are online. And Paned was like, are you hiding anything from me? I saw the video, to tell you that even though he made this girl take that oath, yet his mind is not resting. His mind is not relaxed over Regina Daniel. Maybe because he is thinking that Regina might not understand the gravity of the oath that she took, or maybe the oath is not active. I don't know. You know that some of these people, they can use some things to confuse some people, to make them believe that this thing you take is very active, or you don't have to act anyhow and all of that. So, but let's go back to the main reason for this video. They said when Regina went to court demanding the custody of her children, they have to invite Paned. When Paned was invited, at first, Paned asked the court to give her the case, let them go home and settle it. That even her kinsmen do not know about it. And we all know that both Paned and Regina, they come from the same Anioma. So in a case like this, if they cannot settle it, I think their kinsmen might try. It's only when they fail to fix it that they would want to resort to court. So that is what they said. Paned told them, letting them know that he is a traditional man. He is from a royal home. Cases like this are not settled in court. This, that, So when Paned came up with that idea, they said some people supported him, but some women who noticed that there is some level of intimidation in that case, and Paned only wanted Regina back to his life, and he doesn't want to beg Regina or do what Regina wanted him to do, because from the information we are gathering, Regina really wants him to do something, and as soon as he does that, maybe Regina might return back to him, but he doesn't want to do it. He's just acting like the bows. After all, you will return back when you are tired of running around. But from the look of things, Regina is not looking like someone who will return back to him anytime soon. And you know that the more Regina is out there, the more frightened that Ned will be. And the more people will come close to her. We all know that Regina is still young and fresh and attractive and everything. So when it got to that point, they said Regina told them that Paned is trying to intimidate her, that it will be better that they settle this case once and for all in court. That there is no how she will be moving around without her children. There is no how she will cope without her children, that it is getting to her mental health. You know, she was just trying to let them know how she feels, not seeing her children, not being able to stay with her children, being denied access to her children. So at that point, they said, when Paned find out that Regina is serious and the women are trying to buy into her own idea that Paned is trying to intimidate her, Paned is trying to force her back into a marriage that she doesn't want, they said Paned told them that, look, that Regina is still a small girl. But they say one of the women told him that Regina is more than 18. So she's no longer that small. She have the right to make certain decisions right now. And being with her children is not a bad decision. So at that point, they said Paned became angry and told the women there and everyone who cares to listen that, look, that if only they know who Regina is very well, that they will know that Regina's moral justice, as in his moral life, is not something that anybody would want to allow the children to be under her care. As in, her moral life is not good, you know, and is not something that he will risk by letting his children to grow under Regina's tutelage. That Regina lives like she is still 16. And that lifestyle have entered her. But a lot of people are saying that, you see this lifestyle that Regina is living, that it is Ned who permitted her to be living like that. Regina dresses anyhow, like a celebrity that she is. That all other 5 wives of Paned, none of them will ever dress like that. You know that Paned is a Muslim. That he will never allow any of his other wives to dress like that. But he will allow Regina. Regina does anything that she likes to do. And the part that they said she always have problem with Paned is smoking and drinking. But they said Paned allowed her to be doing it. But as the day passes by, the whole thing is increasing. The level is increasing. And at some point, Paned started finding fault with that attitude. But at first, he was the one who allowed it, because he would bring out expensive drinks and all of that. They will be drinking, Regina will be dancing for him and all of that. And she will be dressing anyhow she likes. And at that point, Regina was thinking that Paned really wants her to be free, love her, you know, and all of that. Not knowing that he was going to use it against her in the future. And again, they said something happened. That during the time that Regina traveled out to go and bring her results, her certificates with her mother, that period that she graduated, you know, that she told Paned that she'll be spending so many days, as a few days there, but she ended up spending like weeks, if not more. And a lot of things happened during that period. That after collecting her result, her certificate, she started clubbing. From clubbing, she met with one guy like that. I don't know how true that information is, but there is this boy that is fair, that her picture and that boy's picture has been trending, you know. And Paned is insisting that something happened between that boy and Regina Daniels, and that is why Regina have refused to return back. Because before now, Paned have been telling Regina that according to the oath that you took, if you ever do anything with another man, that and you decided to return back to me, pretending that nothing happened, that you are going to go kolo. You go kolo mental, and from that kolo, you feel kpai. So, Paned is saying that maybe, it's not maybe, he is insisting that Regina must have done something with someone that have made her refuse to return back home. And the other day we heard that the women of Anioma have called the mother, because the mother was the one who was there the day they made Regina took all those oaths, telling her that you should bring your daughter for cleansing and rituals and purification rituals, so that she'll be able to go back to her husband. That without doing that it is going to cause her a serious problem that everyone will regret. But they said, Regina's mother said her daughter did not do anything. Nobody can tell if she do or she did not do. But they said, Paned is saying that with all of this character of Regina, she cannot allow her to take custody of his children. That his children's growth is more important to him than anything. That these children, Regina cannot, that he even knows how Regina raised, that the only time you see them together is they want to play. Regina cannot take care of the children. Regina cannot do this, do that. And I say, now, wow, is it you that is a serious politician that can take care of the children? At the end of the day, you leave the children with the nanny to take care of them. So if Regina should carry her children too, maybe the nanny too will do the job, while she will always be there to play with her children, to be around her children and all of that. So at this point, I say Regina needs prayers, because this whole thing is getting worse and worse. I know that at the end of the day, it is going to resort to this, that the children will be the problem here. Because when you want to leave a man who really wants the children, sometimes you need to have a rethink. And that is why at the end of the day, I will still tell Regina, go back to your husband. Go back to your husband. Your children are still too young to be hearing all of this. Anyway, guys, that is my thought, though. I don't know what you think. Whatever you think, share with us on the comment section. But I want to remind you that these are all alleged information making rounds on social media. They are unverified information, okay? Always bear that in mind. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share this video. Bye. Love you.